Hi, this is Shelley Kraft, and we're coming to you live on SNN Live. We're at the ILSI Biomed Conference in Tel Aviv, Israel, in the year 2011. I'm here with Donald Plusquellic, Mayor of Akron, Ohio, the city of Akron. Well, Mayor, welcome to SNN Live.
Thank you. Good to be here in Tel Aviv.
Now I got the $60 million question. What's the mayor of Akron, Ohio doing in Tel Aviv?
Well, that's a good question, except that we've been here working this Biomed Conference for a number of years based on the fact that the Israeli government supports startup companies, high-tech, innovative, creative people who really do a good job of doing what many people in the United States try to do, which is to start up a company, and we're recruiting those companies. They many times want to come to the U.S. market, and Akron is a good place to locate. They hire our residents to add to the employment base and to provide economic development in Akron. So we're here trying to recruit these companies, showing them what we have to offer with three major highly rated hospitals in Akron, and a good workforce, and a lot of support for high-tech companies at our Global Business Accelerator. We're doing the thing that most cities haven't caught on to yet, so we're ahead of the curve, so to speak.
Well, you know, Mayor, you are. There's no doubt about it. Question for you. What do you have as far as a relationship with an incubator going on here? Because it's like a feeding system, correct?
Yeah, there are 12 privately owned incubators, major incubators in Israel, and when I visited one, when I was with the delegation, I led the delegation as president of the U.S. Conference of Mayors in 2005, I had a chance to visit Target Tech, which is located in Netanya here in Israel, and had the idea of investment of city dollars in that incubator with the agreement that when those companies graduate, they come to the United States, they come to Akron. And it's been a great relationship that's got us a lot of publicity here, and really led to three other companies locating in Akron already, and with more on the way. And the companies haven't even graduated yet to come out of the Target Tech. So we're seeing some great results. The community embraced it. Joe Canfor in particular, who's head of the company in Akron called Gojo, who was president of the American Jewish Federation, happened to be that same year. He embraced this and raised more money, and so we have 2 board seats. We help select the companies coming in, and it's really been a great opportunity for us to get our name out, to get Akron brand, if you will, out to Israeli companies to say we're a welcoming community to you.
Now, what am I hearing about this corridor you got going on? That sounds like a medical valley, something going on.
Yeah, I guess if you think of Polymer Valley, as we would call Akron, with the area around us that really develops a lot of new research and innovative products in polymers. We also have 3 major hospitals that have on their own had great success, ranked highly across the country. Children's Hospital just once again ranked in the top 50 in the U.S. And so we believe we can offer, with those hospitals collaborating together on projects, we can offer for biomedical companies, pharmaceutical companies, testing, and other opportunities to reach the medical professionals there, as well as the patient base, that gives them an opportunity to grow and expand quickly in Akron. And so we've created this incentive zone called the Biomedical Corridor around our downtown, encompassing the 3 hospitals adjacent to the University of Akron. With the help of a nearby medical school, we have a great deal to offer companies who want to expand quickly, get research and development done, get approval from various regulatory agencies, and be able to be prosperous and commercialize their product.
You know, Akron's been known in history as a very creative place. What was probably the most famous thing that Akron was known for?
Well, clearly we were the rubber capital of the world with tires. We had 4 major rubber companies located there, producing most of the tires for the United States and half the world. As the entire industry moved to various places, mostly because people moved to California and the South, so they set up shops there to produce tires in a highly advanced manufacturing way. We kept the research and development of those major companies, and that has created, with the collaboration that the U.S. government forced during World War II, a new industry, which is really polymer industry, making something out of a material that's not raw rubber shipped across the sea, but something out of oil base, and it's created many companies. There are about 400 polymer companies within a 50-mile radius of Akron, and so that's been the basis of our support transformation, if you will, of Akron into a new economic base. But it really started with rubber company, and a guy, actually, Benjamin Franklin Goodrich, a real person,
the guy without the blimp, right?
That's a guy without the blimp, yeah, who was recruited to Akron from New York City. He was a medical doctor who, gaining some wealth, invested that money in a rubber company, and they made hose and bicycle tires, mostly fire hose and bicycle tires. He was recruited to Akron, and my point to our residents is that the rubber company wasn't started by an Akronite, but it was companies recruiting a person from New York City, and it took Benjamin Franklin Goodrich longer to get from New York City to Akron by train than it does a business person getting on a plane in Tel Aviv and going to Akron. So the world has changed, but in some ways we're doing the same thing that business people in the late 1800s did to recruit business to Akron.
You know, Mayor, I got to tell you, I mean, I'm sure that, you know, you're the dream of President Obama. I mean, he looks upon guys, wow, you got to be one of his favorite people in the world. Look what you're doing for Akron.
Well, I think we're leading in many ways. It's interesting, though, sometimes your own local residents don't appreciate. I get recognition from the International Economic Development Council, and our incubator has been the #1 in the country in 2009. I've been designated as the top public official by periodicals, and yet our own residents sometimes, you know, say, what's he doing that traveling for? You know, I've got a person.
Yeah, what's he doing bringing those jobs here for?
Sometimes they don't quite understand that part, that you have to recruit people to start companies or to build companies that hire the people in Akron. I've got a person running against me who says, I'm not going to travel, I'm going to stay in my office. And I like to describe that as the Maytag repairman philosophy. It might be good enough for a Maytag repairman to sit in the office and not get any calls. For a mayor to sit in the office hoping some business person from around the world is going to somehow plop down in his lap, it's just not going to happen. So
it ain't going to happen. Not on our watch.
No.
Do you have a website you can give out?
Well, we do. It's our website is akronohio.gov, www.akronohio.gov. My email is dplusquellic@akronohio.gov. It's something that we're creating a new website now. Our economic development department can be reached there, and it's really a good way for people to get more information if they want to look at what we have to offer.
I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to spell Plusquellic. Donald Plusquellic. Plusquellic.
You missed the U.
Like I said.
Plusquellic.
They're going to find it now no matter what they do. Thanks for coming on to SNN Live.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You got it.